On the debate tonight, Kumar Ketkar with me in the studio, Swapan Dasgupta joining us from Delhi, D. Raja represents the Communist Party of India, Kamal Farooqi represents the Samajwadi Party, Sanjay Nirupam represents the Congress Party. My first question on this debate is to Ravi Shankar Prasad, Deputy Leader of the Opposition in the Rajya Sabha and Chief BJP spokesperson. Mr. Prasad, unfortunately for the BJP, there is no such thing as a moral victory in politics, and especially in Parliament. You either win or you lose. You wanted a voting motion, you lost, the government won. Are you trying to convince yourself, your allies or the people of this country by claiming a moral victory today?
Absolutely. Or not two quick points at the very outset. Congratulations to your channel for showing the best of today's debate. This shows when the Parliament goes for a debate, the debate is of great standard.
Thank you. It was very important.
Heights.
Thank you.
Secondly, your channel is the channel is showing that M&M rescues the government. You must write M&M and CBI in bold, which has rescued this government. Or now, today, as you rightly pointed out earlier, 282 numbers representing 14 parties openly, eloquently, strongly oppose the FDI in retail, multi-brand on the floor of Lok Sabha. Saying one thing inside the House, doing something absolutely opposite to rescue the government, completely against the interests of farmers, unemployed and small shopkeepers. The people have seen that the moral of the story was that the number is against the government on the FDI and multi-brand retail.
Okay.
But the mechanization of CBI ensured that they walked out as they did earlier. Isolation of BJP is not the issue or no. It is very important to appreciate this whole communal angle is a bogey of convenience. The largest number of Muslim artisans are going to be affected by this whole FDI in multi-brand retail. That is well known. No caste, no religion, no faith. But the government was losing. Let me ask you a question. DMK was in power with BJP NDA for 6 years. Today, to save them from the 2G impact trial, they are raising the bogey of communalism? What do you mean?
So that means your flow strategy is bad?
Yes.
It means your flow strategy is faulty.
Not bad. Not the least. On the contrary, we today demonstrated by a live coverage of all the debates in the entire country as to who stands where. We have not to explain. Mr. Mulayam Singh and Mayawati ji have to explain.
Okay, let's get
why. What was the compulsion that you speak so strongly, so eloquently, denounce this whole policy, and do the complete opposite to ensure it continues.
Okay. Now, my second speaker here is Sanjay Nirupam. I want to get the debate in, then I'll start. Sushma Swaraj says, if those who spoke against FDI had voted against FDI, number would be 282, and those who spoke in support are 224. Now, why Mayawati and Mulayam changed their position, Mr. Sanjay Nirupam, would you please enlighten us? What was the compelling reason why between yesterday and today Mayawati and Mulayam changed their position on FDI? A. And B, can you claim the BJP is politically isolated when 14 of the 18 political parties in the House have gone and spoken against FDI? Mr. Nirupam.
Arnav, first of all, I would like to say BJP that now BJP should stop behaving like bad losers. They should show some big hearts. After all, Parliament is a basically number thing. Whichever group, whichever party has majority, that party wins. You knew it very well that you won't be able to sail through as far as your resolution is concerned. Despite that, when we were asking BJP not to press on the voting, you were basically stressing upon the voting thing. We allowed you under 184. And finally, once you have lost the resolution, once you have lost the debate, once you have lost the battle, I think you should accept the fact that it was your loss. You lost it. Secondly, the way Sushma Swaraj and the whole BJP has started linking CBI with the FDI debate, it is really very unfortunate. It is really very unfortunate. Mayawati ji and Mulayam Singh Yadav ji, they are having their independent parties. They have got their own ideology. According to their ideology, they spoke in the Parliament. They represented their views in the Parliament. But at the same time, they are supporting this government. And if with their own wisdom, they decided to walk out. It is not undemocratic. It is a democratic way to walk out from the parliament.
No, yesterday, one second.
And it was the victory.
But Mr. Nirupam, was it not a change of position? You won't concede that even? You won't concede Mayawati and Mulayam did a U-turn in the last 24 hours? Won't you concede that? Or would you say FDI position does not matter?
First of all, when we decided, when we accepted, when we conceded that under 184 the discussion is allowed, discussion should be allowed, and we are basically giving basically on the discretion of the speaker. At that time only we had a confidence that we are going to win. That means some sort of floor management was done. And parliament is nothing but a floor management.
What is the basis?
As far as the FDI.
Exactly, but what is this floor management? For floor management, Mr. Nirupam, you said floor management. Please explain just a little bit more what floor management happened between yesterday and today.
I cannot explain between yesterday and today.
Sir, you must explain.
But one thing you must. I would ask some other questions, some different question from BJP. You basically said that FDI policy has nothing to do with communalism. On the issue of communalism, because Mayawati and Mulayam Singh's party, they basically did not want to align with BJP because BJP is a communal party. So why can't you?
Sir, isn't that an easy escape route?
Why could not?
I take a quick response to that.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. You raised the...
Arnab, 1 minute. Just 1 minute, Arnab. I am asking this question from BJP. Why could not you were able to convince Mulayam Singh and Mayawati that FDI policy has nothing to do with communalism, you should align with us? That is your failure.
I'll take a response from Ravi Shankar Prasad with the permission of my other panelists because the question has gone to you. Mr. Prasad, reply in brief and then we have to take the left, the SP and open up the debate. Yes, Mr. Prasad, you failed. You failed to draw a divide between FDI and communalism. In other words, the Congress party is saying that you are perceived to be so communal that no party wants to align with you.
Arnav, my reply is very simple. Today the BJP has not lost. Yes, we understand the number game is important. But how the number game is procured, managed, manipulated is equally important as far as integrity of parliamentary democracy is concerned. Today the nation has lost, the poor artisans, farmers have lost. You asked him a very pointed question. How did you do the floor management? He evaded that reply. Communalism is not the issue now. It is an argument of convenience. It is the management of CBI because of pending cases under disproportionate asset.
Sir, you are...
threat which has really...
Sir, you back up your charge. You back up your charge. I'll get the Samajwadi Party to respond. No, you are saying today, and I want Kamal Farooqi to respond, that the Samajwadi Party was thrown the CBI card at the last minute. Do you have any substantial proof of that, Mr. Prasad, that you would like to show to the SP representative?
Or no, my reply is very...
Or is it your hunch?
Yes. Or no, my reply is very simple. My reply is very simple. A towering leader like Mulayam Singh Yadav makes such a strong, passionate speech against FDI in detail. It is rarely heard in the annals of parliamentary democracy. From the floor of the House, you so strongly and openly oppose and do something completely to the contrary. This is a copybook case of volte-face. How do you explain it?
Explain, Mr. Farooqi. Yesterday, Mulayam Singh Yadav said, no, let's get it, let's hear it. Yesterday, Mulayam Singh Yadav said, we are speaking for the people, it is not in favor of the country. 30 crore people will be unemployed. Mr. Farooqi, tell the people of this country, if you were speaking in favor of the people yesterday, what stopped you from voting in favor of the people today?
Listen, Arnab, there are two issues in it. One is that I was expecting that my friend Mr. Prasad would be coming out with some solid proof about CBI and other things. In fact, these people are making day in, day out these kind of allegations. I think Muslim nation would like to know what substance they have got, number one. Number two, all along we have been saying very clearly that we are against FDI, and we have demonstrated it very rightly. Mr. Prasad said, very rightly he has said that we have demonstrated in the parliament. Even walking out we had said it, and even tomorrow itself in the Rajya Sabha we will demonstrate. This is point number two. Point number three is that if we are not voted along with BJP, that does not mean that we are for the FDI. We will continue to be against the FDI. Number 4 point is, I am very happy that for the first time BJP is talking about the Muslims in such a big way that the Muslims are mostly involved. They simply forgot that they just now gave the ticket to Amit Shah, who has been jailed for murdering, for killing innocent Muslims in the Gujarat 2002. I do not know what kind of politics it is.
So were you voting on the FDI motion today or something else? No, were you voting on the FDI motion or something else?
No, we are more, as far as we are discussing FDI in the parliament, we are discussing FDI outside.
No, so
but
your
that
caveat
does not mean that we'll go with BJP.
No, so are you saying, one minute, Mr. Faruqi, are you saying, before I go to the, are you saying today, any discussion till 2014 which happens on any issue, tomorrow you discuss FEMA, you discuss economic issues, any economic issue, eventually the voting will be decided on communal or non-communal lines? If you are saying so today, then I want you to say so. I will play this out to you once again in the future. That means you are saying forever we will be for Congress against BJP. No.
Not necessarily.
Why then? How will the definition of communalism change in the future?
No, not necessarily.
Why not necessarily?
Maybe, tomorrow there... No, tomorrow maybe left will bring out something which will be proposing it, we will be supporting it, maybe some other parties, but we definitely don't want to be seen along with the BJP. That is our stand, whether somebody likes it or does not like it.
I'd now like to get it, Mr. Raja, coming to you. By the way, Mr. Raja, you're not very secular. If I look at the argument put here by Mr. Nirupam, have you lost your secular credentials today?
I must tell Mr. Nirupam, and I must tell you also, and through you to the nation, the entire nation, left is the only consistent, uncompromising force fighting against communalism. And nobody can challenge the integrity of left as far as the fight against fundamentalism, communalism is concerned. Even Mr. Kamal Faruqi cannot question the integrity of left. Having said that, we are discussing a limited issue. The motion had a limited purpose, that is, the parliament should disapprove the government's decision to allow FDI in multi-brand retail trade. That was the limited purpose of the motion. There was no issue of secularism versus communalism.
No, but that's what Sanjay Nirupam says it was. Sanjay Nirupam said it eventually boils down to secularism versus communalism.
Listen to me. Listen to me. If that is so, SP, BSP should have supported the Trinamool Congress resolution of no confidence motion. They didn't support. So let us not bring the debate to such a low level. Now we are discussing a serious issue. If you consider the tone, tenor and content of the whole debate, the overwhelming sense of the House is against government decision to allow FDI in multi-brand retail.
The numbers are not.
By number, the government has won. But it is a huge moral defeat for the government. One should understand the House, the Parliament stands virtually divided. What is the margin? A slender margin of 18 votes. The Parliament stands divided. Let us try to understand. We are a parliamentary democracy. Government alone is not democracy. Parliamentary democracy. Opposition is also part of parliamentary democracy. And the Parliament today stands divided. Who is responsible?
The Parliament was divided on the nuke deal, sir. The Parliament was divided on the nuke deal. This is nothing new.
If there is a vote, it will send a wrong signal to the investing community.
So the Parliament was divided.
What is the message the government is sending?
Sir, you are talking as if the division in Parliament is something new. It's not. 275 to 256. You remember the nuclear deal vote? 275 for, 256 against. Parliament was even more divided then, but the government
I know what happened to...
Government won.
What happened at that point of time. Cash for vote. The cash for vote was...
Sir, you are making a charge.
Huge bundles of currency notes.
Are you making a similar charge this time? Then I'll get Sanjay Nirupam to respond.
We know that.
No, what is your accusation? Make a direct accusation. What is your accusation? Are you saying there's been some behind the scenes, something that the Congress party has done? Can you prove anything immoral that they have done? Are you making an accusation, Mr. Prasad, Mr. D. Raja? You're not.